All right, I just didn't know I was muted. Let's try this again. Yo. Oh, let's try this again. That was annoying, and I didn't even notice. I was going. I kept talking, and I did not even notice, and I looked down, and it said suspended. I was like, what? Oh, whatever. Everyone that was in, I hope comes back. Won't be doing that again, I guess. Basically, I wasn't even showing it. It's already up on YouTube. It's got claimed by the same person. I don't know. YouTube's like copyright stuff and things like that. So hi, welcome to the stream. If me starting this way is crazy, if you're just tuning in. So I started the stream about almost 40 minutes ago. We were 40 minutes into the stream. And then I looked down, and while in between whatever we were doing, it basically said suspended, and now I had to start it up again. I kind of just privated that one, and then just kind of relaunched it once again. So yeah, hi, let's try this one more time. It's okay. We'll push through it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope your Saturday is going well. I hope your weekend is going well. It feels weird because I'm redoing everything that I just did, but it's okay. I'll redo it once again, and stuff like that. So essentially, the way I started 40 minutes ago, basically, the structure, I was explaining the structure of these streams, or the basic structure that we have with these streams. I go live on Saturdays. That is kind of what's worked best in my schedule, in my current schedule, and also people are more active or tuning in more on Saturdays. So Saturdays are the days we go live around 11:30, 12 p.m. around this time. And yeah, and if you are here specifically for what the title of the stream consists of, if you're here just for that, you clicked on the stream because of the title, skip ahead to at least 30 minutes into the stream. If you're watching this, thank you. Casey's in the chat. Thank you. The lighting looks great. Yeah, I adjusted some things just a little bit. I rewatched back the last stream. I was just a little bit too blue. But yeah. So if you're here specifically for today, we're doing an Adobe tutorial editing the commercial and picking off where we left off last stream. Last stream we finished phase 1. I'll show you where we're at, where we stand. But if you're specifically here for that, skip at least like 30 minutes of the stream if you're watching this back. I know a lot of you do watch it back when it's a full video. Uh-oh, King Eb's in the chat. The OG YouTuber's here. The TikTok star. Whoa. My brother and my sisters. They are the only ones in the chat now. We had at least like 8 people in here before I had to restart, but let's see if people will come back. But that's all I need. That's all I need. I just need them two in here. That's all I need. What's it called? So yeah, so if you're here specifically for what we are talking about, what we are doing, the meat and potatoes, as I would call it, for these videos, and you're watching it back when it's posted on my channel, skip 30 minutes ahead, because in the first kind of 30 minutes, I like to just talk. I like to yap a lot, if you will, about updates, of stuff like about the channel, things like that, or just other things that we talk about. But yeah, so that's the overall structure, and then the big chunk of the stream is editing or doing the actual thing. So yeah, that's the basic structure. That's how I started 40 minutes ago. But today, before we start, let me give you a little recap of what we did last stream. Last stream, we were able to do or complete my phase 1 in my editing process. And my editing process, phase 1 consists of kind of just the basic cut of the clips and things like that. Mochi's watching. Shout out to Mochi. Multiple sisters. Yeah, I just said sister. My brother and my sisters. I have multiples. Ebbs is back on YouTube. Whoa. But yeah, we completed last stream phase 1 of my editing process, which is just a rough cut, and I will show you guys what we did. Let me just pause this. This is the rough cut of phase 1. I hope it's not too loud. It might be. I have to adjust audio. But yeah, rough cut. Nothing done to the clips yet. Just piecing together the music we were using and also the clips together to build the story. Yep. So a lot more work to do. That was again phase 1, which is the simple cuts of clips. I already know I need to add more clips to build the overall story even more, but the basic story was this. Kind of showcase like a boxer, maybe recap the last fight they were in, and then kind of fuel like a training montage to end up back into round 2 or the second fight with the protagonist or the villain, if you will. So this is our guy, this is the villain, and to come back. That's the overall story that we built, right? So, and then we also went over kind of the script, the voiceover for it, and it came from a book I was reading. This paragraph, I don't know if you guys can see that, but a book I'm reading currently, and I thought this paragraph was perfect to be like the script. Otherwise I would have to write it and things like that, which I do. And so I am going to utilize this paragraph as the script for this voiceover. And we filmed that last week as well. I filmed it live, which was crazy, but I think so. Yeah, this was it live. People need to understand that no one is playing with Mark. I think this is the one I want to use because it's like raspy. It's like Avi's gonna love this one. People need to understand. I like that. Even more raspy. People need to understand. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. But yeah, we're going to piece this also together. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And how this kind of arise, I also was very transparent in the last live stream. This commercial, this boxing commercial, was the second one after the Ferrari spec commercial that's already up on my channel. And I actually tackled like editing it and trying to make a video for the main feed before, but then I kind of didn't like where it was going, so I kind of stopped. And then I wanted to hold myself accountable and then do it. And I thought it was a perfect kind of series to do live on stream to show you guys like my full process. But this was the first go around for this boxing commercial before I scratched it. So I love how AB's saying our chore is live on stream for people to see. Not raspy. Yeah, it needed a little bit of raspy. Like, you know, the guy is like tired. The guy is like training to come back. He's hurt and he just needs to find it in himself to train harder for the second fight. But this was the first draft that I scratched, and I put this kind of boxing spec ad on the back burner, and I didn't really pick it up. I didn't do this one on stream. I did this one, and it was supposed to be like a main channel video the same way the Ferrari spec ad was. If you can hear like the heartbeat getting faster. I was trying to use Creed as an example, as like the main form. I am a voice actor. I gotta get into voice acting. I gotta practice my acting so I can still AB's other career. But yeah, so I scratched that, and then we started from scratch on live on stream, and this is where we're at. I'm gonna utilize some of those fighting clips that I used in this video for the beginning part of this video, because this is just a very long walk. But yeah, that's where we're at. Now, the other part that I was saying before we got banned by YouTube 40 minutes ago into the stream. Let me turn on this again. So the other part of this stream before I started getting into it, I was explaining a part that I seek or that I take inspiration from regular media or whatever. I kind of grab inspiration from everything when it comes to utilizing it in my videography, photography, etc., my filmmaking and things like that. And one of those big inspirations is kind of anime. And no, I was just kind of explaining that I'm not an anime veteran. And this is my anime kind of catalog and what I've seen so far. So I've only seen 15, so I'm not a veteran. I've just got into it 2020 officially. All my friends are deep into it, and my boy Brandon gave me a list because I was like, I want to get into it, and he gave me this list, and I kind of built off of that. But when it comes to kind of fighting montages and storytelling, I feel like anime, yes, it's animation, but I feel like anime is almost the top of the top to seek inspiration from, because they do it so well, and the only part that's different is because it's animated. So when it comes to sports videos, when it comes to training montages, when it comes to certain things in this kind of genre, fighting montages, etc., I look to some of my biggest anime shows that I watch for inspiration, because I just think they know they're the best of the best when it comes to be able to prolong a very high energy, high paced fighting sequence for a good duration of time. Because like I said and before in my other videos, hype videos, montage videos, it's very easy to keep them at high pace, high energy all the time. But even if they're up this high of energy and high pace, it can be up here, but it can still be kind of like a straight line. So it's like a very, very stagnant line that can get boring, if you will. Even though it's high pace and high energy, it can become boring. So I think anime does a great job to make it interesting and to prolong it for longer periods of time than realistic film does, or just videography and utilizing people, even if it's virtual effects like superhero movies and stuff like that. I think they can, and they do, I know they do, take inspiration from anime. And like one that I showed you before, I don't know if you've seen Creed 3, but I know Michael B. Jordan, that was his first kind of lead director role for the movie, and he's in the movies, of course, but I think that was his directorial debut. And he said in a bunch of interviews that he took inspiration. He's big into anime, and he took big inspiration from his favorite animes to try to intertwine it with the film. I'm not gonna show you the last fighting scene again. I don't know if it was that or if it was the animes that I was playing that got the stream suspended 40 minutes ago. But if you watch the last fight scene versus Damien and Michael B. Jordan, in that scene, they utilize, you can see the most kind of reference to anime in that, because they utilize a lot of exaggeration, a lot of different virtual effects, the color, the lighting that you see into anime. So that's kind of what I showed 40 minutes ago, and I don't know if it was that. And then on top of that, I wanted to show you guys the top 3 fights of anime that I've seen to this date, but I don't want to get suspended again. So I'll just tell you the top 3 fights, my top 3 fights. And again, I'm not an anime expert. This is just what I've seen so far for fights. That's my top 3. But yeah, I haven't seen any that pass these so far. So my top 3 fights so far. Let me just see this. For 3, it's JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the Sukuna versus Mahoraga fight. That was in the last season 2, one of the last few episodes, I think. That just finished 2 months ago. That fight already broke my top 3, and it took the 3rd position, because it was just insane. That one was insane. So that's my 3rd. My 2nd is Demon Slayer, the season 3 final fight in the district, in the shopping district. That one, I've seen that fight scene 3 times. I've seen that episode 3 times, and one of those times was, the 3rd time was in the theater in the big screen. And they went crazy with the animation, the budget, everything. I love the animation in Demon Slayer so much. That was insane. There's not much to say. And the only reason why that's not number 1, I'll tell you, because my number 1, and this is where a lot of anime vets, they never give me the benefit of the doubt, and they always argue against me. But my top anime fight that I've seen up to this point, and yes, it's from a movie, I understand, but let me just preface by saying this. When I saw this movie, this was my first anime. The first one I started in 2020. And then I saw this movie. I had no idea movies were like fan fictions and they had nothing to do with the actual story. I had no idea it was just like that. So not knowing that, this fight scene hit me the hardest because I had no idea. I had no idea that it didn't go. I was 3 a.m. and when I watched it, and I was already late, but it had me almost shedding a tear. But I had no idea that it did not. It did not have anything to do with like the actual storyline or the actual story. So that's one. Two, the track on this anime that or on this fight scene that they use, I still listen to this track every single day. It's in my gym playlist. I just listened to it yesterday at the gym. I listen to it every day to this day. It's already been 4 years, and this song is in my rotation and it hits every single time. And then three, the animation goes insane. The animation goes insane. So in its entirety, as a whole, for me personally, this is the most complete fight from soundtrack to animation, storyline to just everything. They went crazy. It's My Hero Academia, and it's from the Hero Rising 2020. It's the final battle between with Deku and Bakugo versus 9, and that is my number one fight scene that I've seen, or fight kind of anime fight that I've seen to this point, and it's nothing has ever come close to beating that so far. But again, I've only seen this amount of anime, so I'm very new. I'm a rookie still. You see my to watch list. I haven't even seen like the ones with 300 plus episodes or 1,000 plus episodes. But those are my top three. And Attack on Titans is one of my favorite. And this isn't a list either. This isn't like rankings. This is just how I watch them in order, actually. This is a sequential order. This isn't my rankings, but it's crazy that Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the newer animes that I've watched, and already that one of the fight scenes broke top 3. Attack on Titans is in the top 5 for sure. Some of the fights on Attack on Titans are top 5. And yeah, that is my top 3 fights. So third one was the JJK Sakuna I don't know how to say his name. Maroga? I don't know what his name is. That fight scene. 2, Demon Slayer Season 3, the final fight scene in the shopping district with the 2 demons. That was insane. And then number 1, yes, it's from movie, is the My Hero Heroes Rising 2020 movie with Bakugo, Deku, and when the final fight scene where they fought 9. But My Hero in general has a lot of fight scenes that I love, like the Nomu versus Endeavor fight scene. That one was crazy. The fight scene with Deku and I forget the little girl, but the one that's able to enhance your power with the little horn, was on his back. That one's insane. And then too, All Might, where it's All for One, versus All for One was insane. His final fight scene. So yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was trying to show the first half when we started the stream an hour ago. But yeah, I can't show you the actual clips or the actual fight scenes that like I wanted to, because I tried last time and I got suspended and now I had to relaunch the stream. So yeah, we're all caught up. We're all caught up today. And now we're gonna get into kind of the final bit. Well, not the final bit. We just started. But I mean, like, now the second half of the stream, this is what I was saying about the structure. is we're going to get back into the editing, the boxing commercial, and then do our next phases. We're going to make a good amount of progress this stream. And if we don't finish this stream, then I'm going to aim to finish the whole commercial by next stream, next Saturday, for sure. But yeah, that is what it is. Any other updates that I have for you guys for the stream, for the channel wise? So, oh yeah. So I didn't end up getting a video up this week because the majority of my time went into building my new PC. I did get a new PC. I can't flip the camera around. It's already hooked up for the stream and stuff like that. But I did get a new... I can show you guys the box of what I got. But it's a B... Yes, it's Gaming Plus Wi-Fi B650 MSI AMD AMD Ryzen kind of PC setup. Basically, I wanted a beast when it comes for editing, because I'm currently using a Mac desktop, but a very basic one, not anyone with the new M1 chips or stuff like that, for my main kind of computer when it came to editing and stuff like that. But I want to get into more complex edits, and already when I was getting into more complex editing and more complex programs such as like After Effects, but also like virtual effects and things like that, this computer can't handle it. It was sounding like a huge B180 or like a airplane taking off, and it always crashed. So I wanted to invest into a beast when it came to being able to take on complex edits for filmmaking and things like that. And a PC of this caliber for the price point is your best option. So if you're looking to upgrade your editing setups, your editing things, and you've been a Mac user like I have for the longest amount of time, to get the specs on this type of computer in the Mac world, you're gonna have to spend at least 6 to 10 grand, which is crazy in my opinion. Cause so I spent almost like a quarter of that for this build, like around the 2 grand range. And on this build, if you're into anything like technical and like spec kind of info world kind of thing, these programs, the best thing for your computer to have to run these type of programs, to be able to take on like these complex editings and there's all this like high-end footage if you're in the filmmaking world and things like that. Your computer basically needs a lot of RAM. That's one thing. A great graphics card. That's another thing. And motherboard to be able to basically overclock and be able to take up multiple things running at the same time. And these programs themselves, like Adobe programs or editing softwares, they just to run the programs themselves take so much memory, so much storage, so much just overall burden on your laptop, on your motherboard and things like that. And then you tie on like 4K or up footage, like high-end footage onto it. Then you tie up like assets that you want to utilize into this footage. Then you tie up like effects. You just tie up so much that you need high RAM, high graphics card, high CPU to be able to withstand that type of force, right? And with this build, I kind of maxed out on the RAM possibilities. I mean, I don't think it's max, but for the price point it is, be able to get 128 gigabytes of RAM, high CPU, high graphics card, stuff that can handle a lot of stuff thrown at it. And if you want that type of numbers when it comes to Mac, you're gonna spend at least 6 to 10K on it. So I went the PC route. And it's cool. It's very cool because now this is also very fully modular, and I'm able to upgrade it as time passes. And yeah, I'm excited. But all week, it took me the full week to build. So that's why I wasn't able to get a video up for you guys this week. So I'll try to get one next week, because I know what I'm trying to aim at is one main video a week, and then one stream a week. That's kind of what I've been striving to hit. We only hit it once so far. But I've not missed a stream. So it counts. But yeah, so I wasn't able to do it, and it took me, I built it myself. Shout out to Jabari though. He's the one who helped me come up with the build and find the parts and things like that. But I kind of built it on my own. I didn't really want it to get it pre-built and stuff like that, because they be charging you so much. They be charging you at least $500, maybe $750 to $800 just to build it for you. And you're already paying so much for these damn parts that I was like, I'm gonna just do it myself. So all week I kind of have been dealing with putting it together. Yesterday was the first day I turned it on, and it turned on first try. It turned on, so I'm very, very happy that I didn't mess it up. I thought I was gonna mess it up. It wasn't gonna turn on, and I had to do it at least twice or 3 times to get it working. But it runs, which is, I'm very, very proud of myself for that. But yeah, so as soon as I get it, I'm going to say all the programs on it set up and things like that, I might be just switching the stream over to the PC because I think it can just handle it better. There will be no interruptions, no technical difficulties like some of these streams that I've been doing already have had. There's been one stream that's up there that was technical difficulties left and right, but eventually, when everything's set up, that's going to be my main editing PC. I'm still going to have this Mac just because of I really like the system it has when it comes to transferring data, transferring files, and I have an iPhone and things like that. So it makes things easier. But the main bit of editing and my main editing kind of system is going to be that PC, because that's what I got it for. And before I even wanted to upgrade to newer cameras, to better equipment and things like that, I needed something that was going to be able to handle that. Because the worst thing, before I even got something that can handle that type of footage, I upgraded to a newer camera, a better camera that can shoot professional type of footage, not even professional type, but high-end footage, 4K and above footage, 6K, 8K, a cinema camera and things like that. And then I'm not able to edit anything or utilize anything. That would suck. So I thought, it's everything I do is I try to be a little bit calculated, to think ahead and things like that. And at the very moment, that one took priority over upgrading the physical gear. And because I am doing this on my own, I'm funding everything on my own, and I'm building this whole thing on my own, that sometimes you have to think about that gradually in this process. I know we want the craziest gear, the most professional gear when it comes to building yourself up as a filmmaker, as a photographer, as a creative, whatever it might be. But you have to think about the whole ecosystem that you are building, and you want to hit every single point, not just one point, because at the end of the day, It's like you might have a red camera, but you have nothing to edit on. You have nothing that can handle that footage, so it's pretty much pointless. You're just gonna be shooting. You're gonna have all these footage, but there's nothing you can do with it. And then at the end of the day, it's like the simplest things that seem very, very basic, as in like investing for storage, things that are put in the back burner a lot of the times. That those type of things we always like put last. That, oh, it will come eventually after I get this or after I get that and stuff like that. But I try to think of it more in a smart manner, or even more also financial manner, to best set myself up for later down the line. But yeah, so I built out my PC. I'm sorry I didn't get a video out to you guys this week, but I built out my PC this week. But yeah, so let's get back into the edit. Let's get back into the edit we had going on. The boxing commercial. So yeah, we are already, this is what I mean. We're already 30 minutes into the stream. And if you specifically came in for this, like I said before, for whatever the stream title is, and today it's Adobe tutorial, Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial on how to edit a boxing commercial. This is kind of where it starts. My overall structure, and this is very brief, the way I explained it in the beginning of the stream, is we stream on Saturdays around 11:30 to 12 p.m. Around that time. First 5 minutes, I start the stream. You see the photo, it says starting soon. I just kind of get everything set up in that 5 minutes, but I let people come in. And then the first 30 minutes of the stream, I like to give updates of the channel, of everything, check-ins, things like that. Today, I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent of where I grab inspiration from. And then after 30 minutes, this is when we get into the meat and the potatoes of what we are doing. And that is, today, it's editing the next phase of our boxing commercial. So yeah, so if you watch this when it I know a lot of people watch this when it goes live as a regular video on the channel. So if you just skip forward to 30 minutes if you don't want to hear all my yapping and stuff like that. But yeah, here we are. So we completed the first phase of, let me put this in, of the video. The next thing I want to do for this next phase, I think I want to splice up my voiceover. So we recorded the voiceover last stream live, which is crazy. I'm going to do something fun with this once this is completed. This video is going to be posted on the YouTube channel. We're editing this for the YouTube channel. I don't know if it's going to be a short. No, it's a little too long to be a short. Yeah, it's 1 minute and 4 seconds, or just a regular video. But then I'm going to do something fun with showcasing, like, look at me in my whole pajamas. I'm gonna do something fun. I'm not wearing pajamas today. I'm wearing regular pants, but just showcasing the process of recording this voiceover. But yeah, we're just gonna need the audio, and then we're gonna piece it together. Like even more. Understand. So we're gonna just chop it up and then piece it together like that. Even more raspy. This is gonna be too loud though. How much is? Yeah, we gotta turn this down. This is gonna blow you guys' ears. People need to understand. This is where it starts. All right, so this is kind of how I do voiceovers. Right now I utilize the regular microphone, the boom microphone. This is a Rode Wireless Plus, and I hook it up to the boom, like as a boom mic. This is kind of, I have this microphone over here, like aiming here, because this is my setup when I record main feed videos. It's not exactly like this. It's a little bit tweaked, just a little bit. I mean, you see there's stuff in the way. But if you see my main channel videos, this is the setup, and I utilize this as a boom mic. I put it here, and this is the main audio form. But when I do voiceovers, I kind of just get as close as possible, and then just utilize it as like a high-end microphone to record the voiceover and stuff like that. But yeah, this is how we recorded. We recorded this one video. And my throat is so dry today. Also, it's cold in here. If this is too loud, I apologize. This, because my office gets cold, and I have like a space heater. I'll put it farther away, so it's not too loud. I just need a little bit of heat in here, man. My feet get cold. What does anyone else get that way? When your feet get cold, do you get stuffy? When my feet get cold, I get stuffy and I get irritated. Like, as in, like, it feels like those are my allergies. That's what it feels like. But yeah. And I'm sorry if you guys were in the last stream. We had like so many people in here before I had to restart the stream. But it says suspended and everyone left. But I guess when we first started and I was showcasing what I was getting inspiration from, they said YouTube has a lot of like copyright rules. And I was just showcasing some. I think I was showcasing Creed 3 fight. The last fight with Damien and Michael B. Jordan, and then also my top 3 animes fights scenes that I've seen up to this point. One of those, I think I was only on number 3 halfway through the anime fight scene, and then it got suspended. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's try to piece and find timing. People need them. So you need to let that breathe a little bit more before something comes in. People need to understand. Need to find the right place. People need to understand. People need to. We don't have a lot of time, and we are also like, as in like, to get this voiceover across. The voiceover, I want for it to end here when, like, I just want it to take up 30 seconds. I'm just trying to find a pace for it to go. People need on. I don't want it to come too early. I don't want it to. People need to understand. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Okay, so already that we don't use that one, I think I restarted it again. And I need to come in a little bit. I'll fix it up, but the way it comes in smoothly. You just use a constant power, like, little effect. Let's just see where it can go. I think even immediately, boom. I think right after that. People need to understand. Let's see. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. See, that's going to be perfect if we put it like right here. Okay. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. And then you see that, right? This is going to be perfect right here. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Even like a little bit before. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Don't expect to get anything back. Yeah, this is the right one. What's good, Swake YouTube, YT? What's up? Welcome to the stream. I hope your Saturday is going well. I hope your week has been going well, and welcome to the stream. We're just picking up where we left off last stream. If you weren't here, we are editing a boxing commercial. And right now, what I'm doing, so already in the last stream, we finished phase one. And my phase one in my editing process is kind of the basic cut up of clips and building out the overall story. And then we also recorded the voiceover. This is what you see over here. This is how I recorded the voiceover, and that is what we are doing right now first. We're just piecing together the voiceover to fit into our kind of track. And then for the voiceover, what we use for the script, I'm currently reading a book. It's called the Zahir, but this paragraph in the book I thought was perfect. As I was coming up with these ideas for this stream last week, I thought this paragraph was perfect, that it can serve as our script for our voiceover. And yeah, that is what I recorded last time live here on stream. So that is what we're doing. I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, ask away about Premiere, about this editing process and things like that. But yeah, that is what we are doing. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. I think if we... People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. No one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. That's true, it's the truth. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. I need to extend this just a tiny bit. Lose. Do I like that? Let's see if it fits like the pacing. This is where I'd like people to spend more time to figure out the pacing and then to fit it in the pockets. That's why I do the first cut first. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. So right there is okay. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. It's okay. It's not the best. So I'm just going to copy it for now and try it in a different spot really quick. Maybe right after the dung. Let's see that. People need to understand that no one... That works. Let's see. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. People need to understand. Okay, wait. I kind of like that better. All right, let's just delete that for now. People need to give it a little bit of space. I don't want it immediately. Give it a tiny bit of space for that dong to kind of breathe. People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Is that too much space with marked cards? Sometimes we win. What if I split the sometimes we win, sometimes we lose? People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Is that too much space? Maybe in between these. Let's try that. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Alright, that's okay for now. We'll fix it up in a second. But that's okay for now. I like that. I think immediately after the dong, it needs to, the dialogue needs to come into. Don't expect to get anything. I think it needs a little bit more breathing. Don't expect to get anything back. Okay, no, the dong needs its own thing at the end of it. That's when the dialogue needs to come in. Don't expect. Okay, maybe not that far. Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect to get anything back. Who hurt me? I should be a voice actor. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered or your love to be understood. I like that, but I might cut the end of it. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered or your love to be understood. Ooh, that one kind of went hard. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, and then the end part, I just think, how much, I'd say there's a lot to this. Hold up. Complete the circle. Yeah, like complete the circle. Not out of pride. That might be the end. But simply because whatever it is. I think complete the circle is going to go to the end. No longer fits in your life. Close the door. Change the record. Clean the house. Get rid of all the dust. Stop being who you were and become who you are. That goes. I think that's the only part I'm gonna need, to be honest, to complete it. I think complete the circle might bring it in towards the end. Might not. Let's see. Love. Surprise Clutcher, shout out to you, man. Shout out. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope sub up if you aren't already, please. We stream every Saturday. Shout out to Surprise Clutcher in the chat, man. Sorry, I'm locked into the edit right now, and then I have the chat open right here. I need to get better at seeing the chat, but shout out to you. I hope you're still in here. I hope you're enjoying the stream. We are editing a boxing commercial at the moment, so right now we are just working on the voiceovers part of it. Last stream, we did phase 1 in my editing process, which is the main kind of cut and piecing together of the video. of everything I piece together, kind of the clips together, work with the music, and that's kind of my phase one. And now we're over to the next part of it, which is working on this voiceover. But shout out to you, man. Sorry if I'm late. I know you sent it twice in the chat, but shout out to you. I hope you saw that. But yeah, so let's just recap. My editing always kind of, it's just replaying it over and over again to see if I like it or not.
You understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
I like that.
Sometimes we win.
I may even put that like just directly here. Let it breathe.
Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose.
And all the like hollow points, there's also a lot of sound design that we're still gonna have to do with the video. So I know it sounds pretty empty at this point, but we still have a lot more work to do.
Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered or your love to be understood. Close the door. Change the record. Clean the house. Get rid of all the dust.
Yeah, get rid of all the dust. Can get out.
Stop being who you want.
That's gonna be perfect for this right here.
Close the door. Close.
I need that to cut up and to be right here. This right here. Close the door.
Change the
this.
Clean the house. Being who you were, become who you are. Close the door. Change the record.
I don't think we need this clean the house.
Stop being who you were, become who you are.
Yeah. That's hard.
Stop being who you were, become who you are.
That's gonna have like an echo to it. Let's hear.
Don't expect to get anything back.
I need it right there.
Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered or your love to be understood. Genius to be discovered. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door.
Close the door. Clean the door. Change the record.
Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
Damn, that goes hard. All right, I think that's perfect. The pacing, and that's where it needs to be. Let's recap really quickly. So the constant power effect, it just has it come in like smooth. That's why I'd be putting it on all my audio clips. So it's not just directly kind of, it doesn't just like immediately like showcase a different type of audio or audio level than your music or your sound check or your sound design. I just want to double check. Or audio level than your music or your sound check or your sound design. All right, cool. So you can't hear it that much. I'm double checking it on the heater because it's like right there. All right. So here. All right, let's hear it. Also, I want to hear it. Does it need my preset? So I utilize a voice preset whenever I use this microphone that I've kind of cultivated in order to get it to sound where I want it. I'm about to sneeze. Whew. All right, bless you. So I've cultivated it to get it to where I like to have how it's to sound when it comes to utilizing it. So I create a preset. I need to sneeze again. And I made a video on the preset. There's on my channel of how the best audio settings for your microphone. It's a video on my channel, and I show you how to create this preset. But I want to see if it's sound, if I need it, because I'm already so close to the microphone.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
But yeah, I like it. I like the sound of it. It's just so crisp. I like the sound of it. It opens it up a little bit.
So we win. One is playing with marked cards.
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna add it to all my clips.
Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Don't expect to get anything. Don't expect to get anything back.
Sometimes you're a little bit too long. You can hear it. I mean, only I can probably hear it. The decline of kind of audio sinking in and out. That's why I want to change the duration.
Anything back.
See, like it comes in a little too late. So sometimes I just lower the duration.
Expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered.
Yeah, a little bit too much. I just want it at the end.
Be discovered. Close the door.
I want this to just come in just a little bit quicker.
Close the door. Discovered. Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
That goes so hard. The pacing of that's perfect, in my opinion. Wow. I think it fits the pocket perfectly. Maybe just a little slightly. It might just because these are just a little bit too long. The constant power effects. Is this blowing you guys' ears?
The pacing of that's perfect, in my opinion.
I just want to hear it.
Stop
I hope it's not too loud. I just want to double check. If it's too loud, let me know in the chat, and then I will tweak it. If it's too loud, just let me know. But yeah, I think it's okay now. Let me just lower it just a tiny bit. Sweet. All right, that should be good. Let me replay it now, shortening those.
Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
That's so hard. I need to lower this. Why did I prolong that grab?
Who you are. Who you are. Who you are.
And then I'm gonna change this duration. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna change the duration of this like black screen, but we'll see. I like that.
People need to understand that no one is playing with more.
I'm gonna play around with some reverb. See if in the beginning at least. It's a cold house. Let's hear it.
You need to understand that no one is playing.
What the hell? Bitter hallway?
That no one is playing with marked cards.
I like that. Because he's in the hallway.
People need to understand that no one is playing.
We gotta tweak it, but... What's Judge's chamber?
You need to understand.
Nope. Memory space? Ooh. Medium-sized cave. Smoky bar.
People need to understand.
Nope.
You need to understand that no one is playing with.
Just a little bit of reverb. Try to get it going. I think bitter hallway.
Understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win.
I think that this first dialogue could use like this type of effect a little bit. Let's take this off though. Let's try studio reverb. I like studio reverb. Great hall. Let's hear what this sounds like.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
I like that.
Understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
So the great hall sounds fine.
Understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
Yeah, I want it to be a little bit less dry.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
Just a little bit, nothing crazy. I like that. I don't think we need like something crazy. I just want to see what surround reverb brings. Game Time Stadium.
People need to understand.
In the church, what does that sound like?
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
Lost in Space, what does it sound like?
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
What is that noise in the background?
And that no one is playing with marked.
Somewhere not here.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
Yeah, I think what we just had in the studio reverb is enough. Turn this on. Just a little bit of.
People need to understand that no.
Did I just delete it? I just deleted it. Delete this, delete. Whoa, why is. Thank you. Damn. Just want the studio.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Cards. Sometimes we win.
I might even do the same for this other one until I'm gonna see which one is gonna take the studio reverb off.
Sometimes we win. We win. Sometimes we lose.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Don't expect to get anything back. Don't
I'll let this.
anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect
Like
your
the
genius to be discovered.
Oops.
To be discovered. Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
That's so hard. Would complete the circle fit? Right before.
Complete the circle.
Nah. I just think it's better without it. Alright, I'm happy with that. I think I want to end this with the studio reverb. I think the R needs the studio reverb. R. And then it's like, reverb. And then watch this. Another constant power in between these two.
Who you are.
and then R, like echo. Yeah, and then another one. This is like an echo effect. But these are gonna get more and more. This one's gonna be like 20. This one's gonna be like 10. So it's like we might need another one. We need one more. I think one more is what we need. Let's see. Watch. Hold up. Watch this. Instead of a constant, we're going to do exponential fade on all of them. Yeah. Yep. I need this to just end. Yeah, that's perfect. I like love it. All right, let's watch it one more time.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
Yeah, that goes so hard. Damn. I love that. I love that. Love it. All right, I think one more thing I want to try with a voiceover. What is this? Is this me?
Yeah, I think that one was it. I think that one was it.
Yeah, I think that was my reaction at the end of it. Was it? I think so.
Door. Change the record. The dust. And become who you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one was it.
I want to try to complete the circle at the end. Maybe it works.
Complete the circle.
Ooh.
Not out of pride, but simply because whatever it is no longer fits in your life.
Complete the circle is all I need, I think. I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be good for right here. All right, let's put our effect on it. Complete the circle. Complete the circle. Complete it. Complete the circle. If your life depended on it. Let's see.
Complete the circle. circle. Circle.
That's hard. Maybe I'm gonna. I might put like the effect on it. The studio reverb. Let's see.
Complete the circle.
I like it.
Complete.
Or half and half. Let's do that. Half any half. Constant power. Let's try that. I think that'll look cool. Or sound.
The circle.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man.
Complete.
Might move it up just a tad.
Complete the circle.
That's hard.
Circle.
I'm gonna do the same thing as the other one. Circle, 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 circle. Like an echo. Like a real echo. Circle. Circle. Just lowering dry and the wet settings of each one. This one can be. Let's see.
Anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
That echo goes so hard, bro. All right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Do. I need to fix. I don't really need to fix that. Hold on. Yeah.
Complete the circle.
Yeah, justice sounds a little off. I don't think it needs it. It doesn't need it. It's fine how it is. Yep. Alright, dope. I think I'm happy with the voiceover. I think we're good on that end. Alright, next, I think since we're already doing it, I want to see what sound effects I have already in here. We might need to get more. We definitely might need to get more. Sound effects. What do I got? Sports announcer. Okay, I just have that. I have whooshes. I like heartbeats, male breathing. What's this? Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. All right. So, cool. We're gonna need now looking through. This is how I kind of go about it. King of Loners. What's good, King of Loners? Of course I remember you, bro. Welcome back. Thank you for joining again and tuning into the stream again. You're one of my regulars here, man. Of course I remember you. How can I forget you, bro? But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're basically we're editing our boxing commercial that we're doing that we started off last week in the last stream. And currently right now, this is what we have. Last stream, we completed the first phase, which was in my editing process, the first chop up of the clips and building the story and things like that. And then we also recorded the voiceover that I did live last stream. And now we just fit in our voiceover and piece it together to fit into our edit. So this is what we have so far. We just wrapped up chopping up the voiceover.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
This track is just a little bit loud too. I need to lower it. By 3. It's just very, very loud. Okay, so and then the way I kind of go about finding the sound effects is by going through the list and seeing what parts is going to need it. So here already, this walking scene, I'm going to need just someone walking down the hallway. And where I get my sound effects, I get them from here, from Motion Array. And this is where I got the stock footage as well. So I just kind of go the sound effects, walking in hallway. Not heels. Think. Yeah, that's perfect. The second part of that's perfect. That's what we need. So let me download that. All right. Then looking at a footage, what else? I think we can finesse the walking in the gym too with the stairwell. Sorry, guys. I did not notice. I did not notice. I'm just looking through. How long was that going for? Did I press something? I must have pressed something. I thought I got rid of all that, though. Thank you. What is your favorite channel? What is your favorite YouTube channel for pre-editing while you are learning and editing on video? YouTube. So my favorite channel, I don't have a particular channel. I mean, when I was first starting to learn Premiere, I was watching, of course, Peter McKinnon when I first started out. But now, specifically, whenever I have an idea, whenever I have something that I want to learn, if it's like effect, if it's a certain way to edit something, if that's like color grading and effect and stuff like that, I just search up whatever I am trying to do. As it's like on the search bar, and a video that pertains specifically to what I want to do in a particular video project or how I'm editing, that is usually the ones I watch, because I'm pretty well versed when it comes to Premiere already. There's a bunch of channels that you can learn Premiere, and it's like you kind of have to find the one that they kind of tell you, relay the information to you that makes sense. That's kind of how I think about it. Because there's a lot of channels, but the way some people explain to me just doesn't stick, right? So I had to like scour to find the particular person that is able to explain things the way I could kind of soak them up, right? But right now, if a better way than to just find a whole YouTube channel is if you're looking to do something specific in Premiere Pro, if you're trying to learn the basics, right? If you're trying to learn some type of color grading, if you're trying to learn something, just search that up on the search bar, the specific like thing that you are looking for, and find the YouTube video that one, A, helps you get that done, but also two, is one that you enjoy or are able to watch and understand the best. That's how I'm also trying to create my tutorial videos and stuff like that are up on my channel. It's just my interpretation of kind of how I process the information when it comes to the tutorial and the technical abilities when using these programs, and the way I am able to retain that information. And I try to best show it or make a video for hopefully someone else who can retain that information in the way that I present it, right? And if you can, then that's my only goal. But yeah, I would recommend you to just look up the specific thing you are trying to do in Premiere Pro, and then search it up. Just like, say I want to know how to color grade like the Joker movie. Just search that up on the YouTube bar, and that will give you the videos and the channels that will help you the best, instead of searching and scouring for a particular channel specifically to learn Premiere Pro. But yeah, that's my recommendation. And right now we're just looking up sound effects to fit in the void of the edit. I need some gym ambience. What's a gym room tone? All right, cool. All right, download that. So everything I'm getting is from Motion Array. This isn't sponsored, but also what we are editing is stock footage from Motion Array. Again, this isn't sponsored. I just utilize Motion Array for my editing assets. And it's basically a website that has like all editing assets, like for Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, like video templates, presets, motion graphics, footage, music, graphics, photos, stuff like that. The two front runners that you've probably seen if you're in the video world is Motion Array and Artlist. Those are the two that you've probably seen ads for. I just utilize Motion Array. I don't know. I tried Artlist too. They're the exact same thing. So whatever works in your budget, that's what you can do. But if Motion Array is out there and is looking, I would love to be sponsored by y'all. I would love to work with y'all because I appease to you. But yeah. So we got the basic ambiences that we're going to put in the beginning. I'll import them in a second. What other ambiences are we going to need? I know these are just wraps, but putting on gloves, I'm going to just try to do a sound effects. Putting on just boxing gloves. Let's just do boxing gloves. See what they have. So they have boxing gloves. Put in boxing gloves. I know he's putting on boxing gloves, but we can utilize the effects still. So he's putting on wraps. He's not putting on the gloves just yet in the video that we're doing. But whatever. We'll grab this one as well. See, we can't use that. We can't use that because we're putting on wraps. We're not putting on anything with Velcro just yet. What? Oh, I think he's just hitting the boxing gloves. All right, cool. Boxing glove, that's another sound effect we need. Working out. I think we're good on working out. Let's just search out pull-ups. See if they have anything. See, this is what you pull out. No pull-ups. This is what you just kind of clingy pulley. That's not what we need. Nope. What do we just do? Gym. Why do I keep being muted? What is going on? This is annoying. Do I keep pressing something? I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep muting myself. But also, too, I just peeped that that the camera needs to change its battery. 1 second. Let me just change this battery. I'm still here. I'm just changing the battery of the camera. Alright, we good? I'm sorry, I was muted and I did not know. I was muted and I did not know. Am I muted again? I hope not. Alright. How did I plan before you started editing? So, essentially, I covered it in phase 1. Basically, I grabbed all the footage that I was going to use. That's first one. And the first one, I wanted to do a boxing like commercial and things like that. So I grabbed the footage, I pieced the footage together, not in like in a folder. I found my footage, and then in my phase 1, that's where I kind of do the planning and editing. And because this is stock footage, there's really no pre-production that took place because this is stock footage. I got this footage from Motion Array. Someone else kind of shot this footage, and my process, because I didn't shoot the footage, my process started here, having the footage, and then in the program and figuring out how to piece this together. But before, if I would started in the beginning of pre-production, I'm planning a boxing commercial. I'm gonna shoot the footage and kind of do all that sort of things in that beginning process. I would already know how to go about it before we even started shooting the photos, the videos. So in the pre-production phase, if I started from that point, that's where all the planning would be heavily more consisted of in the pre-production phase, of how the shots are going to be, how it look, what type of shots we're going to look, how the overall commercial is going to feel, what we're going to try to accomplish, and things like that. But because our starting point is here with the footage, and we got to just piece it together, you kind of put on the director caps or the editor caps of like, okay, I have footage, now what are we going to do with it? And where I start out in my phase 1 is finding the music first, which is the soundtrack, and then allowing that to kind of guide me into building my story. And that's how I do phase 1, which is the first cut. So that's how I kind of plan for this sort of example before I start editing. But if I'm going to start from scratch, all the planning comes in the pre-production phase before we even get to the editing stage. That's how I know what to do and things like that. But yeah, I'm sorry, I keep muting myself. Am I muting myself with a space bar? I don't think so. Am I hitting? How am I? I don't know. I gotta be more careful. But yep, we got the spotlight. Alright, do we need any more effects? We have the rope one. I think we have a rope one that I'm going to use. Yep, jump rope. Cool. Alright. Alright, so let's put the ones that we just downloaded. If we need more, we will go back and get more. Let me just add them into my boxing spec sound effects folder. Hold up, because I don't know. 1 second. I don't know. Every time I just feel weird about opening stuff. All right, these are all zip files, so I gotta open these. Okay, I'm just transferring them over to my folder. But yeah, I'm trying to make a good, I think covering all the sound and the sound design is a great place, a good chunk of what this type of video consists of. So this is what this main part of this stream really is gonna consist of. All right, let me now switch back over. Sweet. So let me just add these into the sound effects. Also, I think I'm gonna invest in like that never dying battery for your camera, cause I need to. All right, let's do the footsteps first. No, I need. Why is it going so fast? All right, we're not using that one. This one's a nice speed. Is there a slower one? Nope. Alright, so this one is the one we're going to be using. We can also slow it down. Let's go 85.
People need to understand that no one is playing remote.
Oops. But yeah, we're gonna have to lower the volume anyway. Yeah, but it needs to be slower to match. That's why. That's probably why. I'm clicking numbers, but I'm not clicking anything crazy. And that's what I need to be careful of. Okay.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
Okay, it's almost there. It's almost there. I think we're finding the speed. 70 maybe? So I'm not editing a client's video right now. This is honestly just a regular edit that I'm just doing for specifically for the YouTube channel, for you guys, and then also for my kind of spec ad part of my portfolio. So I'm editing it for a purpose, for it to be in my portfolio anyways, and also to just edit. I like to have this content series, basically editing this to add to my portfolio to get more clients. That's something you can do as well, or something you can do as well to kind of get more clients, to give yourself these type of projects, to edit, to test out your skills, see where you stand as where your skills and abilities stand, and also if you just want to get a creative outlet, right? To have a creative outlet and to give yourself a project, because it might be slow, you might not have clients at the moment. But no, this is not paid. This is stock footage, and yeah, it's going to go up on this channel after we finish, and it's also going to go up on my website in my portfolio.
People need to understand.
So I got these clips from this website called Motion Array. So where you saw me just get these sound effects, it's motionarray.com. It basically, it has like video assets for editing, and it also has stock footage. If you go to footage, and then there they have creators that they post these videos and stuff like that, and a good amount of them that you can utilize for it. But you do have to pay for this. And I know, and another like alternative is like Artlist. So whichever one, they also, Artlist also has like all these assets. And whichever one works for you better financially, which one you can not, it cannot break the bank. They're both the same thing. I just use this one for like templates, graphics, motion graphics, and then now footage. It's just another way to help you kind of practice. But that's where I got this footage. How can you get clients? There's there's a lot of ways you can get clients. One big one, especially for me, is through social media. On my social media accounts, I post like all the work that I'm doing, all etc. Like stuff that I do on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, across all. I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, things like that, and my own personal website as a portfolio. And you can just post your work there. And where I get the most clients is through social media. I post a project, I post a video, I post photos, and then immediately after I get reached out with people that want to work with me and stuff like that. And then also more official kind of outreach as well, through business card, through referrals, through just being out in the world and just meeting people and giving them your business card, your website. That's also other ways you can get clients as well. But yeah, that's how you can get clients. You just have to outreach, so utilize bottom 5. Please reply to my comments. Yeah, so I'm explaining how you can get the clients through social media, through outreach. Just post your work on your different social medias, post your work like that, and then people will hit you up. That's one of them. But also too, you can also go the more professional route and meet people, give business cards, showcase your website, and yeah, you can do it that way. But for mine, I showcase the most the biggest way I get clients is through my social media, and through that. And one of the biggest ones that people hit me up through is Instagram, but also my website itself. That's how I get it. So just utilize social media. Is this guy? Let's see here. It's
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. People need to understand.
how did I get my job? Which job are you referring to? My one job as a freelancer, I guess. That job I kind of gave to myself. No one's gonna give you the job to become like a video editor, photographer, or videographer when you're first starting out. So your only option is to become a freelancer, and a freelancer is just someone who's not tied to a specific company, but that works for anyone that you want to. If that's a person, an individual, a business, a brand, a place that you want to create content for, that's how you start. You kind of just reach out and say that you're a freelancer, you're willing to complete a a video for you, a photo shoot for you, and that's how you kind of start. But that's how you get that type of job.
That no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes.
I think that's good. And then extend it to there. Okay.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
I want to add some of these clips. Not these. These clips. To the beginning of it. I just don't know where. Let me just add them right here. So yeah, so as a freelancer, I kind of just started it myself. I kind of went out of my way to just take on ownership of that title. That's a really big step. That seems like very, very easy for some people, but to just take on that ownership and to convince people that you say what you are, or you say you're going to become this, is a huge step. So that's how I started. I started with basic shoots, whatever people were willing enough to kind of pay me for. And it started out with photo shoots, basic photo shoots, graduation shoots, and then it started to develop into more complex stuff. And as soon as I got into video, that's when I started into further things and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of where I started. How did you get finance? You don't, unless you come from money. What? No.
At all?
No.
Can you bring mine? When you're done.
Yeah.
I have to go to study.
Okay.
What
But
time are you gonna be done? Sorry.
probably in an hour or so.
Alright, can you bring a wrapper for me?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. But how did you? But you don't really, unless you come from money in some type of way. If that means financially supported by your parents, financially supported by specific people, etc., etc. When you start out, and especially when I did, the only kind of support, financial support, of course, my parents. Of course, I'm blessed enough to be financially supported by my parents when I first started, and even to this day. Not in this space, but like other things when it pertains to life, like a roof over my head, things like that. I still consider that very financial support. But with everything else, like obtaining gear and all this stuff that you see here, all these programs, I kind of support myself. I don't really I didn't take out any loans. I didn't do that. I kind of just save up with every project that I was paid for, every project that you get paid for, that you take on. You got to be kind of smart with it. That's going to help you obtain that financial support you are looking for to move forward and to develop even further. And that's what I'm doing. Everything I get paid for, I try to be smart with it, but it all goes back into putting back into my overall thing, my overall brand, or the business, which is me as a videographer, filmmaker, photographer, and being smart with your money and stuff like that. So more times than not, I'm reinvesting the money I make doing this into getting further and further. And I don't really splurge on anything, but the majority of what I spend my money on as I kind of obtain it is developing this further, and developing and putting back into myself, right? Myself as an artist, myself as a filmmaker, to advance further. So that's kind of how it is. Unless you can get financial support in some other type of way, you're going to have to do it yourself. That's the reality of being a freelancer. And just being smart with your money, being smart with where you spend it. But the first goal to try to hit is just trying to figure out how to build a business model that will help you obtain clients that will actually just pay you for the work you do. And then after you figure that out, then you can push forward to the next part and learn how to develop a procedure, a process to figure out how to save, how to reinvest it into yourself, what you need to reinvest it in the equipment to just go further and further. I want to, some of these streams and some of the videos, I want to get into that even further. That's going to come soon. That's going to be this whole other series. When it comes to the financial side of doing this, of being a video editor, being a filmmaker, being a videographer, a photographer and stuff like that, and building your business and things that I've learned up to this point. That's going to be a whole different series that I want to kick off soon. It's going to be soon, but of course, just ask me. I love the question. I love to answer these questions. And if you want me to go more in depth, just ask away in the stream. But so thank you for asking that question. All right, so I want to see if these clips fit.
That no one is playing with marked cards. Understand that no one is playing with marked cards.
I don't need this clip.
Playing with marked cards. Playing with marked cards.
What other clips? I'm just always double checking now if I'm muted or not. All right, let's see if we're gonna need that.
The marked cards. The marked cards.
I don't think we need that. Don't need this either. All right, I just wanted a little bit of.
The marked cards. Playing with marked cards.
Need to extend them just a little bit. They're a little too quick.
Marked cards. Cards. Cards.
I'm gonna put this one first. And then put this one second. Yeah, I like that.
Art cards. More cards. Sometimes we win.
Love that. All right. And I want the ambience of that the crowd cheers that we have. No, I think this one's perfect. But we're gonna do an effect on it. Don't worry. We're gonna do an effect on it. So it's I think a low pass would actually let's do a reverb on it. See if it and then if not, then my go-to sound effect for audio is like a low pass too. But let's do reverb. Good night, bro. King of Loners. Thank you from all the way from India, bro. Love from you. Love from me from the United States. Um, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you always. I currently live in the U.S., but I'm Albanian. So love to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Keep going. Don't look at viewer counts. I don't do this for the viewer counts. I do this to get better. I do this to keep improving. So thank you for that. Definitely. It's a good reminder to always have. So I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming again. I know you're a regular here, so I appreciate you so much. Let's do a reverb. Let's do distant source. See what that sounds like. I like that. What's backstage area?
More cards.
I think I like the outside the club. I think what I'm gonna do is the outside the club one and the studio reverb one. Let's do that. Take this off. Outside the club. Ow. I might just do low pass. This is hurting my ears. I don't like the way it affects the audio. I do transitions last. So I do like the transitions last with the color grading. So right now I am just doing the sound design, but that's in like the final phase in my editing process. I do phase 1 is the cut up with the basic cuts of the videos. Phase 2 is usually like a sound design, stuff like that. And then phase 3 in my editing process, I do the final color grading, effects, and then graphics, stuff like that. I do that in the end. That's just how I kind of go about my editing. But yeah, transitions and stuff like that comes at the end. And that might be next stream, which is going to be next Saturday. Looking at how much progress we're making now. Let's do a low pass.
More cards.
Let's do 15. I just want an accent.
Play with marked cards.
Yep. Now I need the constant power. Constant power on this as well.
People need to understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win.
Okay, I think I'm just listening to it back.
Understand that no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose.
I kind of like that. Do we need more?
With marked cards.
I kind of want to just add some constant powers to these whooshes.
And no one is playing with marked cards. Sometimes we win. We win. Sometimes we lose.
Alright, so I need the boxing ambience in here for sure. Room tone? Yeah, just a basic room tone. Little constant. Then we're cutting it here. Oops, nope, not that. Cutting it here. It's double checking. Cutting it there. Take it out here.
We win. Sometimes.
I'm gonna do like -5.
Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose.
Honestly, it doesn't need that much. I'm gonna do 5, but I think it's good.
Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose.
Might even raise this a bit.
Sometimes we lose. Don't expect to get anything back.
Alright. What other? I think that's cool. I would love like an announcer, but I don't think they have good announcers. Let's see. What's a toy box? How's this an announcer?
Number 1.
Nope.
Headshot. KO.
KO.
Mercy.
We could.
From way downtown, bang!
Whoa. Okay.
Final round.
Maybe.
Kabang!
Kabang.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, I gotta use that one. Let's get ready to rumble. And then this one. I think that's good. I think that's what we need. That's the only other thing we need. Let me just transfer it again. I just downloaded them. Let me transfer them into here. 1 second. Let me switch back. Sweet. Boxing announcer 2. All right. Where was it?
From way downtown, bang! Final round. And it's all over.
I might use that, and it's all over.
Mark cards. Sometimes we win.
I think that would be perfect for right here.
And it's
Sometimes
all
we lose.
over.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like that. I need to switch it up.
And
Sometimes
it's
we
all
lose.
over.
From way downtown.
From way downtown.
From way downtown. What else does this guy say?
Kabang!
Yeah, we're not using that. Kabang!
Let's get ready to rumble! Bang!
Might use that. This one we're gonna need a crazy like voice effect on. a reverb effect. Let's try. What's this in source?
Playing with more chords.
Hey, downtown.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what we need. And then just a little bit of.
Playing with more
From
chords.
way downtown.
We just need more echo. Echo, 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 echo.
Playing with more
From
chords.
way downtown. Bang!
What's this sound like?
Bang!
Playing with more chords.
Bang!
Do like 7.
Just playing with more chords. Touch.
Perfect. I like that. To add some constant power to it, and I think it'll be good. But this is kind of how I go about sound design. I go through the first cut and I figure out the spaces that it's going to need it and build it up. Because many people still think you need amazing footage, you need a great soundtrack, but sound is also very, very important. It enhances your video watching. It enhances a video so much. So if you spend some time on the sound design, it's going to always make your video that much better. And I'm not talking as much because I'm listening over and over again, but this is kind of how I go about it.
People need to understand that no one is playing with more chords.
I don't know, let's maybe Great Hall is better and just lower the
Playing with more chords.
yeah.
Just playing with more chords.
Low pass maybe? Is a low pass gonna do anything to this?
Playing with more chords.
Yeah, I might just throw in a low pass. I think it helps it. Great Hall and a low pass.
More chords.
Might lower the audio gain just a little bit to like 10. Mr. Moach, 1 second. I have a visitor. Hey, come here. Well, I got to go full cam for this. Come here. Come say hi. 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 Look, look, look. Hey. Hi. Hello. Okay, you don't want to stay. Go ahead. Go, go. No meowing, okay? You hold down the fort, okay? Choo, 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 choo. You want to say hi to the stream? Choo, choo. Hey. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm distracted. All right, where were we? Where were we? I might just make this just a little bit more dry. Like 35? $35. Celebrity sighting. He made his way down here. If he starts meowing.
Sometimes we win. Sometimes
And
we
it's
lose.
all over.
Okay, I need all these effects that I just did. Also, and it's all over. Right here.
And it's all over.
Nope, I did it on the wrong one.
Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we lose.
I need it to be like right here.
Sometimes we lose.
Lower it still a bit. Like 5.
Sometimes we lose.
Alright, Case, you might have to come get the celebrity. He is meowing now down here. Please come retrieve the Moach, please. He is meowing. He did not want to stay and say more than just... He did not want to just...
Sometimes we lose.
Okay.
Lose. Don't expect.
I like that. I like those sound design. I think that's all we need for sound design for the first part.
People need to understand that no one is playing the mark cards. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we win.
Sometimes we win. Is there any other clips I can throw in there? I don't think so.
Sometimes we lose. Don't expect.
Okay, now I just want to add sound effects to the wrapping of the gloves. I know it's not putting boxing gloves, but we can utilize one of these.
Don't expect to get anything back.
Might have to also slow it down as well. 85.
Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition.
Something like really small.
Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door. Close the door.
Okay, I need more gym ambience again to fill the void. Is there a better one? We have. Sound effects. Do. Okay, I like this room tone already. So I think we're gonna use this room tone.
Don't expect to get anything back.
I might have to do like 10.
Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door.
Perfect. I want to do this the gym.
Change.
Where is the sound effects? Gym workout. What else do we have here? this. Up like the... Let's lower this. I know it's going to be way too much.
Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are. Change the record. Stop being...
Alright, I need that. Just a little bit, and then it's gonna do more of it, like...
being who you were and stop being who you were. Stop being who you were and become who you were.
I just need a 1. Does he do 1?
Who you were. Who you were. Who you were and become. Who you are.
Perfect. I think that's perfect. Okay, let's do an expansion fade on this. I might add the breathing into this just to fill the void. Add the effects on it. I think Great Hall. Yeah. I'm just being extra picky right now with these.
Come who you are.
I want this. Yeah.
Who you
Ah, that's not necessary. There's already so much. I like that. Just need to lower it just a little bit. Love that. I need that. And I know you can probably not even hear it because the soundtrack is over this, but you know it's there. We know it's there. I'm just trying to match up the punches with, you know. And then here is this where I need the rope. Actually, I want to use one of these instead of the rope. I want this to be a constant, but then I also want to bring in stuff like this. But I have to change the speed of this one by a lot. Right here is the impact. It's a little too late. Yeah, that's what we need. Not the dumbbell. Yep. Come on. But essentially, yeah, I'm still kind of just working through the sound design. That's basically all I'm doing right now. And then just piecing it together as it kind of goes along. I like that hit. I want it for this big hit. It's a little off. Still a little off. Boom. just a little bit too fast. Nice. Hit him with another one. Hit him with another one. I need to. Where is it? Double it. Yeah, it's okay also to reuse sound effects. I'm gonna reuse the bang from this one. It's gonna be crazy. All right, watch this. All right, I need to erase this though. And then bring in
Complete the circle.
all right, and then the perfect one to end it off on is let's get ready to fly. That one. Where is it? Just gotta find it. Boxing announcer. Do you see it here? Yep.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. I just want to. Trust, trust, trust.
Complete the circle.
I think right here might be.
Complete.
No, it might be a little bit.
Complete the circle.
I think that's good. I mean, I can also put it over here.
Complete the circle.
I need to lower this though, for sure.
Complete the circle.
Let's slow it down. Like 90?
Complete the circle. Complete the
Maybe just 95. Let's bring this up.
complete the circle.
Okay, I think we are almost there. No, we're basically there. We're basically there.
Complete the circle. Complete the circle. Complete. Complete the circle. The circle. Complete the circle.
I kind of want just that sound effect of the spotlight to be like the last thing. Where is it though? Arena spotlight. Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Love that. All right, let's save. I think we are done with the sound design. So that's kind of also what we're gonna wrap up on this stream. Phase 2 always comes with my sound design and piecing it together, and phase 3 is the final bit, which comes with color grading, effects, transitions, stuff like that. I always say the phase 3 in my process. Phase 1 is the rough cut to fill out the story, to piece it together, excuse me. And then phase 2, I always do the sound design second to fill the voids of where it is. So this is where we are at with this.
People need to understand that no one is playing with Mark Hugs.
And it's just a little laggy because it's just a playback on this laptop. But trust me, we'll see the final edit. I'll post it up on the YouTube too. It's gonna look pristine. When I export it as well.
Sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose. Don't expect to get anything back. Don't expect recognition for your efforts. Don't expect your genius to be discovered. Close the door. Change the record. Stop being who you were and become who you are.
Yeah, you hear it, you hear it, you hear it.
Complete the circle.
I love it. You hear it? That's why the sound design enhances. I know this is still pretty loud. I need to lower it just a tiny bit more. I lowered it already a lot, but it needs at least like 7 so the sound design can come through. Because it's still...
Complete the circle.
All right. That is where we are at. That is what we are finishing this stream at. Next stream is going to be, always remember to save, always. All right, let's go to face cam. So that was a great stream. I know we had some hiccups. I started the first stream at 11:30, and then it got banned. With 40 minutes into it, I think it got suspended or whatever. I think because I was showcasing the first part of the stream was me showcasing inspiration, and I did this whole thing with since we're doing a boxing commercial. One of the coolest movies out right now is one second, Mick Alex Game. What do you think is the best feature in Premiere Pro? Ooh, good question. I think one of the best features in Premiere Pro that they added that I really, really love and makes my life so much easier. If you come over here in this like little toolbox, right? You click and you hold here for this tool, the ripple edit tool. You click and you hold the left tool. There's this tool that they added. It's called the remix tool. And essentially what that tool is, say you have a soundtrack, so you have a main song, right? Here I'll use an example. Let me put on just a regular track that I have in this project. So say I have this song. This song right here. Let me just insert this tired. Say I only have the project from here to here, only like here to here. If you take this remix tool, and before this tool was here, right? You had to do this manually. You had to put on your producer cap, and you had to kind of do this manually and slice up the track on your own and try to adjust the parts that you like to fit the duration of your edit. But now, because of this tool, you can just take this side and then drag it all the way to where your duration of the clip. I'm just using this as an example. Say it's up to here. And now you're letting that tool or the Premiere Pro allow it to splice it up for you. Like if you play it back, all these little lines is like the splicing up. Premiere Pro is like the music producer now, and it does basically like here. We'll just hear it. You like it goes like in order and it slices it up for you. You hear? Like that is so smooth, and then it also wraps it up. So that is one of the coolest features in Premiere Pro, my guy. You utilize the remix tool and it will save you so much time. And say a music track that you like isn't perfect. It's never perfect. It's never going to be the perfect music track. You just like the certain part of it, right? Well, now we don't have to do it on our own. We don't have to do it ourselves. I know in the past, before they added this tool, I've had to splice up music tracks here and there by myself and become a producer. But now this tool is one of the best tools in Premiere Pro by far. So yeah, that is cool. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. And I'm sorry, we're at the end of this stream. I apologize if you came in here late, but as soon as this stream is over, this is going to be a video on my channel. So if you want to rewatch like what we did in editing, we basically are in the process at the moment of editing a boxing commercial from start to finish. So the first stream before this, that's on my channel. We started this process. We did phase 1, the basic kind of cut up of the overall edit. That's what I do in phase 1. This was phase 2, where we just sound designed and did the sound effects and all the sound for this video. Now next stream, which is Saturdays, I stream every Saturday around 11:30 12 p.m. if you want to catch to that. Next stream, it's going to be like the final phase, which is going to be adding transitions, adding color grade, adding effects and graphics and stuff like that, and we're going to be kind of finished building the commercial. But yeah, so right after this is done, if you want to check out what we just did, it's going to be again a video on my channel. But I appreciate you for pulling up. Thank you so much for subscribing. Tune in to what more we have. I have so many videos on my channel that if you're interested about Premiere Pro, Lightroom, all that, it's on my channel. But that is where we are going to wrap it up here today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, for pulling up. And yeah, I know we had like 8 people in the beginning. And the stream, the first part of it got banned, I guess, and then I had to restart it and start a whole new stream. But I thank you for the people that pulled up the first time. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. I know it was a little rough to restart this one. My energy was a little bit low, a little thrown off, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next week, next Saturday. Be on the lookout. I will try, because I just finally finished my PC build, so I can do another video this week. Another video, main video, is going to go up, I hope, this week. And be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos. Please watch my videos. I appreciate it a lot. Last stream, I know I mentioned it, we just hit 1.5 thousand subscribers, which I'm very, very grateful for. I appreciate it tons to anyone who tunes into my videos. The sky's the limit with this channel. I want to take it to certain places. I want to do so much. But at the end of the day, you guys are seeing my progress to get better, my kind of journey at getting better as a filmmaker, photographer, storyteller, and building something of a community when it comes to video editing, photo editing, and just being a creative individual. I hope to keep growing this community. You guys are already a really, really amazing community, and I always just want to keep putting more work into building and cultivating to grow even more, but also to kind of address and water the community we already have. So please, like I say all the time, if you have any questions, if you want me to make any specific tutorials on the channel for what you are interested in, please let me know. I want to make tutorials moving forward specifically for you guys that are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Yes, I will be making tutorials to try to get more subscribers. That's always going to be a thing, but I want the majority of them to be for video for you guys, that you guys want to see, that you guys are interested in. And it can be anything. It can be anything related to videography, photography. I know we had questions here in this stream about becoming a freelancer, the business side, the financial side. That's something I want to touch on like as well, and I'm going to soon. That's going to be a whole different series, that a style of videos that I want to make. But yeah, we're growing, we're getting better, we're trying to get better with everything we do, and I'm trying to bring you guys along for the ride and trying to figure out ways to showcase that to you guys as I get them done, as I do bring you along to shoots and stuff like that. So a lot of exciting things are to come. Let's help out your boy, subscribe, share my videos, give some likes, and stuff like that. It's very much appreciated, and I am always grateful when it happens. So yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys later. I'm just setting up right here. I will catch you guys later. Always stay safe, always do what you love, and peace. I will catch y'all in the next live stream, in the next video. Be on the lookout, turn on your alerts, subscribe, smash that like button. Come on, man, we're growing, and yeah, love you guys. Peace.